plata o plomo.
Alright guys, so we got the 2015 Dodge Challenger here on the dyno. We're going to go ahead and do a full pull. We did have to upgrade the injectors. So let's go ahead and see what this baby makes. Made 503, so hopefully we're done on dyno, and then we're gonna go ahead and take it off, and we're gonna hop on the other cam car that's on the dyno. So let's go ahead and hop on that one. All right guys, here we got this 2018 Dodge Charger Scat Pack. This vehicle received our stage 2 cam on E85, so we have it on the dyno now. We did have an issue with the camshaft position sensor, so we had to go ahead and swap that out. But it's back on the dyno now. We did our steps and our baby pull, and we went ahead. Let me pull up that dyno graph for you guys. I'll show you guys here on the laptop. 1 second. On here it's gonna be easier. Abel is off today, so I gotta do this, learn this. But we made 413. We're gonna adjust fueling a little bit with Z and then get it right, and then we'll go ahead and do our full pull and see what this makes. We got this WK1 being put back to stock. Melvin's gonna check out the injectors that were put on it. He thinks they are the wrong injectors because they're getting system 2 lean.
Whoa,
oh what? And then over here we have another cam going on. This is going to be our stage 2 package. I believe this one is on E85. I gotta double check. But we got Steven working on this. We're going to go ahead and get this one out as well, so you'll see this on the dyno this week. And then we have across the street, we have the shop car being worked on, which is going to be Abel's. But I don't know if this is locked. I don't have keys. Yep, let me go get my keys. But basically across the street we have Abel's car getting some goodies. We're not going to show you guys too much, but just know we're getting it ready. The motor has already been broken in by Abel, so we're getting it ready to do a full pull and get that cracking. This Durango was a Durango that was theft recovered. It had the IGLA anti-theft system. They decided to cut out one of the CAN bus connectors that is on the passenger side, thinking that the IGLA is there, but it's not there. But obviously they cut out the CAN bus a block, so the vehicle didn't even turn on even after that. So we had to go ahead and replace the harness. The thieves were so mad that they weren't able to take it. They broke this window, they broke this window, all the windows except the rear tailgate and the windshield. They did do damage to one of the seats. There was a slash here on this seat, so this is a new seat cover. But yeah, this car only has 9,996 miles on it. But customers on vacation, so we're waiting for him to pick it up. I want to give you guys an update on this Camaro. It's been a pain, but I think we're getting somewhere with it. So we were tuning this with Rob. We were running out of fuel, so we went ahead and did a DSX auxiliary pump on it. We were fine on the low side. He said we're running out of fuel on the high side. We need to do a LT4 high pressure pump with LT4 injectors. So we're like, well, you know what? This is a stock Whipple kit. This is a 3.75 pulley on a Whipple kit. I mean, this is on 91, it's not on the 85, it's not making crazy power. So we went ahead and contacted Whipple to see what's going on, because it shouldn't need you know, all it should be an out the box Whipple kit. It should just be done, you know. But unfortunately, it wasn't the case for this one. So we went ahead and sent the calibration to Whipple, the stock read that was sent to Rob initially, just to see what's going on, because it's their product, you know. So we got to see what, maybe we're adding too much timing with Rob. Well, who knows? We haven't even got a response from Whipple with the tune to see how fueling looks. But anyways, I sent the stock read to Whipple, and they tell me, hey, this is not a stock read, this is a calibrated read. This vehicle was tuned before. So I went ahead and I flashed it back to stock, sent that calibration to Whipple. We got a calibration from them. It was running lean on idle, so I went ahead and just sent them an idle log. That was on Friday, which was 4th of July. We opened, obviously Whipple did not, and they're not open over the weekend, so we should get a reply for them on Monday. So we'll go ahead and see if, you know, they send us a revision. We'll go ahead and put it on the dyno and see what's up. And if not, unfortunately, you know, customer is going to need to get those LT4 injectors and LT4 pump. Maybe since the vehicle was tuned before, you know, the pump is, you know, the high pressure fuel pump is just, you know, needs to be replaced. Who knows? Here we have, this is originally a V6. This customer did a swap on it with a Scat Pack. As you can see, there is a code for ambient air temp sensor, which is located like right in the bumper somewhere in here. We went ahead and replaced it. Code is still there. Upon diagnostics, we see that the body control module, which if I'm not mistaken sits somewhere over here, I believe. Like I said, if I'm not mistaken, I know chargers are there, but I don't know on a Challenger. I'm not a mechanic. It is not grounding that sensor, so the body control module needs to be replaced, as well as he has a traction light on, which is another issue on the vehicle. So we're waiting for the customer to see what he wants to do. And look who's calling me. Abel. Yo. Yeah. What the heck? You're on YouTube right now. I'm recording like a vlog. What's up, Mello? All right, I'll send you the pictures right now. All right, then. All right, guys. So Abel is selling a fuel pump for his Mustang that we were going to originally do, but we're not doing anymore. So he wants photos of it. Look at this food. This is his wheel that's going on his car. This is Abel's box behind the scenes, but he wants me to send him a picture of this pump, so I'm going to take it out right now so I don't forget, because if you guys didn't know, sometimes, not all the time, because I consider myself a very smart person, but sometimes I forget some things, you know. Not that I forget, I'll remember like in a few hours, but because I get busy, but you know, sometimes, you know, you just forget. So let's go ahead and get the keys. I want to go across the street. I don't know if Abel will want me to show me. Never mind. Let's look at this one. This one is a 426 Scat Pack. We actually are doing a 10 rib kit on it. So we changed out the snout. It's going to get a 10 rib pulley, like a Hellcat, whole front end. The timing cover is off right now because we're going to put a Hellcat timing cover, Hellcat water pump. So this one is almost done as well. So we get this out to the customer. I don't know what's going on over there. Stopping traffic. He's looking over here. Get a pedo or what? But yeah, and then over here, I gotta call the customer with this twin turbo car because he hasn't told us if he wants to move forward with his repairs. But over here we have this Challenger. This vehicle, as you can see, has Whipple nitrous. It's a 6-speed manual. It's in for a clutch replacement, so we're gonna go ahead and get that out as well this week. It's a McLeod clutch that's going in there, so we'll show you guys. You know, probably gonna be Edgar that's gonna be working on it. We'll show you guys him working on that vehicle. And right behind me, we have another headache. What a surprise! WK1s. Any WK1, SRT8. honestly have been a headache. This one got a motor replacement, and we're having an issue with the lubrication of like the lifters. Not too sure. We'll probably have the tech go into detail there, but right now they took the engine out. And I think they're going to, I don't know, put a whole new engine. They're going to warranty it because it was a reman. Not too sure there, but and then we got a couple of whipples we got to knock out. The GT3, or I'm sorry, the Mustang GT. It's not a GT350. I got used to saying GT350 because of the customer, but GT350 that's across the street will be on the dyno this week as well. Carlos finished it, so we're gonna go ahead and get that out. The Whipple Chrysler 300. Not sure if you guys could see it through the gate there. That one just made so much power it lifted the heads. So we're gonna do ARP head studs, as well as a Cometic head gasket. So it's, you know, has what it needs for that boost level, and we'll go ahead and get that out. So hopefully the head studs come in by the end of this week, and then by the following week we'll have that out and just confirm that the vehicle is no longer overheating. Up there is another V6 swap. This one came from another shop. This one was missing the radiator hose. It was missing the transmission cooler lines, engine cooler lines, just a bunch of stuff. Customer picked it up from the shop it was at, but this was originally a V6. They did a swap to a 392. It was also missing the transmission mount with the transmission crossmember bracket. So we got that on there. I think we're just waiting on the upper radiator hose, which just arrived, which I saw somewhere. I saw it somewhere around here, but we're gonna have Steven put that on so we can get this customer's vehicle out as well. And then I think that's pretty much it. So let's go see if we got a revision back from Z, so we could go ahead and finish our.
You still got these motherfuckers with E85, homie. What up?
Oh, that's not me. That's Steven. Steven worked on it. Oh, what?
He was telling me, ask Christian, cause he fucking put gas.
Oh no. We need 91?
Yeah, I need 91. That's why he's running.
All right, we'll go get some 91 and get this WK1 out, homie. All right, so let's see if we got a response from Z so we can get this vehicle out. And then,
hey Chris.
Yeah.
Did somebody put gas station up?
Luis took it to the exhaust shop to put the stock.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, what? Okay. I'm sorry, not you. Luis. Luis fucked up.
Even Cochino, he's kind of.
Oh, what? Oh, what?
So we got him back, you know.
Yes, sir. All right. No big deal. Sheesh. All right, then, homie. We'll go get 91 right now and put it in that so we get it out. These foods, but hopefully we have a revision so we could get this one out as well, because we are low on space and I need to make space so we could get more cars in, because there's people that are wanting to get that full-blown touch, that full-blown sauce, but I have no space. So no, I don't have a revision from Z, so I'll catch up the video when I'm either at the gas station getting 91 or when I'm back here on the dyno. Alright guys, so we went ahead and got a revision from Z. We're gonna go ahead and turn it on, do our full pull. And I'm gonna show you guys here. We're gonna make sure we're logging with the correct channels. Start the logging. Might be harder for you guys to see, but when we're doing our full pull, we want to keep an eye out on our fuel trims. We want to make sure that we don't have any knock, and make sure we're not running out of our injector. If it was a Hellcat, we would take a look at fuel pressure, but unfortunately on the NA vehicles there is no fuel pressure sensor, at least that we can see here on HP tuners. So we would be focused on our injector duty cycle, because if it's maxing out or losing fuel pressure, our injector duty cycle is going to lose as well. So let's go ahead and do a full pull and just make sure our fuel trims are correct. Let's let it warm up a little bit. We are a little cold here, and then we'll see what it makes on our stage 2 on E85. So if you guys didn't know, on our stage 2 package, it's not only just the cam stick. We upgrade to the Hellcat oil pump. We do Hellcat oil lifters. We do obviously upgraded springs in the for the valve spring. We put a retainer, a limiter. So it's quite a few different things that go into you know, our stage 2 package for these NA Scat Packs and RTs. Alright, we're at temperature, so let's go ahead and do our full pull. Guys, so I'm not sure if you can see it there. I'm not sure how to zoom in on this, but we made 473 right to the wheel. So our fueling needs to be addressed a little bit. It leaned out just a little bit up top. So we'll send this data over to Z, so you can go ahead and adjust that, and then we'll probably do another full pull to confirm our fueling is 100%. And we'll go ahead and send this over to the customer. So 473 to the wheel. Customer had her own intake. It's not an intake that we would use, as well as she did not opt in for the mid pipe. So you know, our stage 2 makes a little bit more than that, but we'll see what else we can get out of this right now once we adjust the fueling. All right, guys. So we have a revision from Z. He added a little bit more fuel, so we're gonna go ahead and do a full pull. Just to make sure our fueling is corrected and make sure we are good to go. So let's go ahead and do that full pull, and let's see what this baby ends up making. Let's go ahead and turn off our dyno brake. Go ahead and take a look at our temperature. Get up to temperature before we do our full pull. Again, we're looking at our injector duty cycle, we're looking at our knock, and we're looking at our fuel trims while we're doing the pull, just to make sure we are good to go. All right, we're warmed up. Let's go ahead and do that pull. See what it made. day. Let's go ahead and send this over to Z, and we should be done on dyno. So we'll go ahead and call the customer up, let her know her vehicle's ready for pickup, and then we'll see what else we throw here on the dyno today. All right, guys. You see the 91 has yellow in it, where 85 is just completely clear. So we're putting it on this WK1 so we get this out and make more space. Yes, sir.
Fucking fan.
The fan. So the fan had to be replaced. We did put this vehicle back to stock. Because I guess customer got state ref, so customer can pick this up and we're good to go. We out. All right, guys, welcome back to another day here at Full Performance. Today is Sunday. Here we have this 392. This is a true SRT when Dodge made the SRT Challenger. So this is the SRT 392. This vehicle came in for our Stage 2 cam. So right now, this is our base tune from Z. We're gonna go ahead and hop in the vehicle, and we are gonna let it idle just for a bit so we can get all that data, any fuel trims that need to be adjusted. You can see that. And then we're gonna go ahead and roll it on the dyno. We'll do our steps. Our steps is basically going through every gear from first gear all the way to 8th gear, from 1500 RPM to 3000 RPM. This gives us the best data possible, you know, as in fuel injector duty cycle, fuel trims, if there's any knock that we got to address, the timing, how our map data is responding, just everything, all the information we need to dial this vehicle in. As we're going on this base tune, and I'm looking at the fuel trims and everything looks good, then I'll go ahead and do a baby pull from 3000 to 4000 RPM. And then we'll go ahead and send that data over to Z. We'll confirm our AFR on the dyno, and then we will go ahead and get a revision from Z to adjust the fueling, and then we'll go ahead and do our another baby pull if fueling was way off than what we had anticipated, or we will do our full pull if fueling is basically on point. So I already had this idle for about, I believe, 5 minutes already. So we're gonna go ahead and start our steps. Like I said, I am new to this, recording by myself and not with Abel, so bear with me. Just trying to get you guys so much content, you know, what happens here on the weekend. So let's go ahead and go into gear. We're gonna go to first gear. Let's go ahead and turn off our dyno brake. And let's go ahead and get it rolling. Pretty good. Pretty good. Does feel weird. I don't know why. I don't know if the customer's dip or the tire is out on there. Or maybe drive shaft. On these Mopars, the center support bearing is known for giving out. But let's go ahead and see. Right now we are on our 8th gear. This is Steven's cam job. He's all excited right there. Look at him. Yes, sir. Gracias a Dios. vibrate on the dyno at higher speed, but this is a lot of vibration. Oh well. Go ahead and downshift. On my desk.
Hey, anda chingate charger.
What? The cat? Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
That was done.
Oh,
Yes, sir. Talking about the charger from yesterday. So let's go ahead and do our baby pull. We're good to go. And let me fill out all that information on the dyno. I'll catch up the video then. Alright guys, I got all that information filled out. So on that baby pull, 3,000 to 4,000 RPM, we did make 365. And I bet you our exhaust probe fell out because we have no AFR data. Nope, it did not fall out. I was about to tell Steven to give me 20 push-ups. Let's see. He's not connected in all the way. Or, I didn't restart the dyno. Usually when you restart the dyno, you have to turn on the heater for the O2 sensor, but that is not the case. Hold on. Now the heater's on, homie. What's going on? Oh, look. Steven, you owe me 20 push-ups. He has to put a block off here so all the exhaust airflow is coming out through one. And he only put it on one. So, most likely the primary, let's see if we can look in there. Let's get a flashlight. Usually on these, you can see where the exhaust, that's right in the middle. Should have still read something, but let's go ahead and block this off and redo the baby pool. Okay guys, now I have it blocked off the way it should be, so let's go ahead and do our baby pool and see what it makes. Michael Christian with full blown.
Hello?
Hey.
Oh, hey, what's up, man?
Hey, so as mentioned, on the dyno it was leaning out. So I went ahead and ordered the fuel pump. It got here and I had one of my techs starting replacing it. They removed the old fuel pump and we found that in the tank, it looks like someone maybe put sugar down your tank. So it's very sticky and there's different kinds of things we see in the tank that shouldn't be in the tank. So I'm gonna send you this video right now. It's uploading. But to be honest with you, I don't want to just replace the fuel pump. Surprised the motor hasn't been hurt. It looks like this sugar has been in there for quite a bit.
Okay.
So I'm gonna recommend dropping the tank. Now it's on you if you want us to, you know, just go in and drop the tank and clean it out, or if you want to maybe replace the fuel tank.
Okay.
I can get you a price for both. Obviously, we'll have to replace some fuel lines as well, just so we're not, all the contamination is gone and it's not there.
Okay.
Have you got the video yet?
I'm gonna send you the video right now. I'm just waiting for it to upload, and then, yeah, like I said, we'll have to do that, and then let me get you a quote on that, and then I'll call you back right now. And we're probably gonna need payment to close out this old invoice and start with this new invoice. Okay?
Okay, sounds good. And then, do you know if, fuck, that's crazy, man.
It's all over the tank.
Fuck, I'm trying to think.
I'm gonna send it to you on Instagram because it's taking forever to upload here. I think I saw your comment the other day.
Okay.
Hold on, just so you can see what I'm talking about.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think who could do that, man. That's kind of. And then you say it's been there for a long time. I just got the car from my brother not too long ago. Maybe not even 2 years ago.
Could be from before. I'm not too sure. It could be a toxica, I don't know, a girl or something, or a neighbor just pissed off from the noise from the car. I mean,
well, it usually fucked inside the house. I never leave it out. Only thing I can think of is maybe at work, and then, but even then it's like, now I'm gonna have to find a fuel cap I can fucking lock, bro. Like that is fuck with.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know what I was gonna ask you, bro. Fuck.
I sent you on Instagram if you want to take a look at it.
Alright. Okay. Oh, that shit is everywhere.
Sure.
Fuck. Yeah, bro, just quote me on it. My mother was just have it running new. Shit.
Alright. Let me quote you on the new tank and then on the new lines, and I'll send it over to you. And like I said, I'll get an ETA on that as well. A rough ETA, today's Sundays. I don't know if there's in stock, but I'll try to get the best ETA from you, and then I'll call you so we collect payments, we close all this out, and then I can get that tank on order, and we can get this out to you as soon as possible.
Alright, man, sounds good. I do have a question. I'm gonna pay you on cash for whatever we have now, right? So I know I saw on some of the lines on the work store it says credit card. Will I still need to pay that?
All this is sugar. All the glaze. All this on this. Look, the whole thing is shiny. My hands are sticky as fuck.